analog, in its own perverse way, can be more productive than digital. And so when you're thinking about how you run and work in your companies, think of this example. How many of you take notes in a Moleskine or some other paper notebook? And how many of you take them in a digital tablet? Right? So I'd say the paper ones are the majority. And a lot of people say, well, you're inefficient, you paper takers, you can do so much more with taking notes in a tablet or in a laptop. This is the future, this is the future. I interviewed someone last year at Google in San Francisco. His name's John Skidgel. He's one of the lead designers. He helped design the way that YouTube looks. He designs Google AdWords and other sorts of forums. And he created a course in 2009 because he likes to draw on paper for the design department of Google as sort of an internal course. Because he noticed that a lot of the designers that were working for him would get a project, and they would go and open their computer and open Adobe Design or whatever illustration software they were using, and they would start going in and tinkering and designing, and Magenta 12, no, Magenta 16, and things would get very rigid very quickly. And he realized it was the software determining that. They were constraining themselves by the limits of what was in it. So we created this course, How to Draw on Paper as a Google Designer. And lesson 1 is like, here's how you draw a straight line. Here's how you draw 2 straight lines. Everybody got a notepad, 3 pens, and 2 markers. And essentially what it does is it shows these people how to sketch every aspect of user interface and user experience design on paper. And he said the reason why is if you find yourself in the elevator one day with Larry Page, the CEO of Google, you have this fantastic idea for a new way to format Gmail. Are you going to pull out your laptop and load it up, or pull out your tablet and load it up, open up an Illustrator program and start sketching and finding the right thickness of the thing? Or are you going to whip out a napkin or a notebook or the back of your hand and draw on it, right? Drawing, that physical act, even though it's less efficient, is more efficient in allowing the free flow of information to go from your head to the page without any restrictions. Software has its restrictions. Paper has its restrictions, right? I could only write so many lines on this piece of paper because of the physical limits of the space. But within the limits of the space, I could do whatever the hell I wanted. Software is the same thing. You can do all sorts of things and change all sorts of variables, but only within the limits of what the software has been designed to allow you to do.